Hello, hello, everybody. Hello, welcome. Happy Wednesday night, everyone. Thank you for joining the Spoons, the Order of the Spoons. We are back, friends, and thank you for being here. Those of you that are here already at the start, thank you for being here. Viz, Liam, Dink, guys, Coach, thank you for being here, everybody.
Wait, Dink's here?
Dink is in chat, yeah.
I don't see him.
Thank you for being here.
Again?
Probably. Thank you for being here, guys. We love you guys. Make sure, guys, if you have not, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. That way you guys know every single time one of us go live. Being myself, Coach, and if Dink happens to go live ever on YouTube, we will be streaming on Order of the Spoons. You guys will get that notification, so please make sure you guys hit that like button. It helps get the algorithm up, helps spread us out to other nerds out there on the tube, and it'll help us grow our community. So guys, make sure if you guys have the Discord link, please make sure you guys are posting that in the chat so that people can see it. It would be a huge help, so thank you guys. Coach, how are you?
Better than last week.
Yeah.
Zori is back to normal after her RSV and inner ear infection. So.
Oh damn! I'm glad she's doing better though.
Yeah, and then I got it. So
I'm good.
Finally getting over it. I'm finally getting over it, but you know, it happens.
Right, exactly.
Children.
Yep. Work is getting busy for your boy. The holidays are rolling around, so obviously retail's getting kind of crazy.
Fucking Christmas.
Oh yeah, baby. Here we go. Christmas. No, I've been getting back on the two streams a week, not counting the Spoon stream. So actually, with the Spoon stream, it's 3 streams a week right now. So we're getting back to it. Last night I found my love for building Legos on stream again. Boy, was that fun! So we're gonna do that some more. And yeah, and tomorrow Thursdays are gonna be game days. So tomorrow, if I'm done mowing the lawn and stuff, we're gonna play some Fortnite. So Coach, if you're home,
no, I'm gonna actually be at work tomorrow. So.
Damn!
No coach appearance on the Fortnite.
Shoot. Well, I will be streaming on the YouTube and on the Kick, so even though you are at work tomorrow, you can watch since I'll be on YouTube. Revan, Jack would like to be our 4th today. No, we didn't plan for 4 people today. Are you talking Fortnite? I don't know if we're gonna have time to play Fortnite. We got a lot we're talking about tonight.
We got a lot to talk about for a change, even though you haven't watched any of it.
Yeah, there's stuff, and there's actually things that you can give your opinion on, Dink, tonight for the topics. No, not today, man. Look at the title of the stream, dude. I don't know if we're gonna get done talking about all that in an hour.
Well, we could.
We could, but there's a lot to talk about.
I'm all for gaming.
We can still probably play 4, but it probably won't be for a little bit. It probably won't be as early as we thought. Thought we were doing a 2-parter? We probably could, but not as early. Like, we're not going to be able to play Fortnite probably by 9. We'll probably start by 9:30 and play for a little bit after that. We can do a 2-parter. That's fine with me, but I wasn't planning on Fortnite right away. But yeah, no, Dink, you're more than welcome to pop in and talk about the other stuff. Like, there's other, like, news things that I want your opinion on. Like, if you look at the title of the stream, there's some stuff I want your opinions on. So, feel free to give it in chat, though. If you're busy doing other stuff, it's not the end of the world. But we're doing we're gonna talk Loki first, obviously. So that's why, like, if you can't be in here right off the rip, not a big deal. But guys, as you can see per the title of the stream today, I want to talk about Coach and I want to talk about the Loki finale. I want to talk about that a lot. That was a great finale. So we'll get to that in a minute. What If Season 2 trailer, the Ghostbusters 2 trailer, more for me and Coach. Pedro, little Pedro news, we'll get to that, and some interesting bits about the Kang Dynasty movie and Jonathan Majors as Kang. So we will get to those shortly, but Coach, you texted me after you watched it.
Yeah.
Loki season 2 finale. What are your thoughts?
Without a doubt, the best episode of Loki over the 2 seasons. Earlier in the season I said it's meh, and it's been meh for the most part, but we had a couple of good episodes when they went back and got Victor. Victor Timely?
Yep.
That episode was pretty good, but they've all been just kind of story building up to what we got here in the finale. And what we got in the finale was you messing with the stream and making it look stupid.
Yep. I was trying to fix something. It didn't work. My bad. Didn't work. Sorry, anyway. Chat. I was trying to move you down. I was trying to move Discord down onto my main screen because I keep hearing you talk and then looking at the stream. And your voice isn't matching. But I forget I have Discord up high. So, sorry. Go back. Or you keep saying what you were saying.
Yeah, now to get back on track here.
Sorry, my bad.
And then, you get into the blob story building until you get to the actual meat of the meat of the story, with the meat of the 2 seasons. I don't see you having a season 3. This is the culmination of what they wanted to do with Loki. Make him the time, whatever. Like, I don't know. I've been watching some YouTube videos on what he actually is. But the best part about it is the character growth we've seen from him since 2012.
Yeah, it's insane.
When Thor came out till now.
I think it was 11, dude.
And when it comes down to it, he was, and they covered it in the episode of for glorious, whatever, destined for glorious purpose, or whatever the hell the phrase was. That's what it was. He knew it before he knew it. And the build up from 2011 till the end of that episode, you saw what his destiny actually was away from the main timeline. To have him do what he did and fix the wrongs of Kang and his BS, and then take over that mantle, sitting on that throne at the end of time, and then it ends up being the Tree of Life, or whatever Thor described in the first Thor, where he showed Jane Foster the galaxy, and he called it the Tree of Life, and he wrote down in the book and just kind of circled all of the different galaxies that combined into this one Tree of Life, or whatever the hell it was. I just thought it was very poetic, a very nice end to that kind of story. I don't think we're done with him, but I think it's a good ending point. Let's not touch him, use him as you can, but he should be OP, and don't mess with OP.
I agree with everything you said. This finale was absolutely phenomenal. This finale was great. It gave me, at least me, I'm not going to speak for anybody else, but it gave me everything I wanted with this character, every payoff I wanted with this character, and I got it. And you were kind of getting on it. We got to see Loki become basically the leveled out version of himself that he is in the comics, which is the god of stories. He's not only the god of mischief, he's now become the god of stories. He is the god of everything. He is all knowing. He sees everyone's life. He sees everyone's timeline. He sees it all. He has all of that. He's no longer sitting on the throne he wants. He's sitting on the throne that he needs, because that's what he has. And we're obviously not done with him. He's gonna come back. He said it would be unwise to think that Loki doesn't return. And dude, we're talking about how long he's been playing this role. He got the role of Loki at the age of 29. 29. He's 40, 4 now? He's 44. That's how long he's been playing that character. And I think the character development of Iron Man is, bar none, one of the best we've ever gotten. Loki almost tops it. I would dare I say he did top it. His character development is damn near the best.
No, don't have brand new history to that, because I bet you if you were to rewatch it with no previous knowledge and watch Tony's arc, you would realize Tony's arc is better. That's kind of just,
and that might be my recency bias.
I think it just comes down to, it's okay. We can have one A and one B. And you look at all the arcs, like even Captain America's arc. I thought that arc still grew to a point of him coming into his own, to getting the Avengers to win the day, and then get his just desserts, which is a life with Peggy. So you look at a lot of the main characters that aren't coming back. Like those characters had a good closing, a closing story. Where Loki's is still open ended. I just hope they just don't use him as the fix it tool.
I agree. I don't want him to be a means to an end to fix things that they've messed up. Like Dink just put in the chat, I hope they don't make Loki a weak little bitch this season. I'm assuming he's watching us on mute right now. So I put in the chat, not sure if you're muted, Dink, but just you wait, buddy. Just you fucking wait.
We'll wait 2 years until he sees the damn thing, and then he'll be like, "Hey, guys, I finally watched Loki. It was so awesome, man,
dude.
We should do a watch party."
The scene when he's talking to Sylvie and Mobius, and he does the speech. Apparently, first off, so that was ad-libbed. He did that on the spot. He pulled that right out of the archives of Loki. And he's like, I don't know what God I need to be, or I know what God I need to be for you, for all of us. Straight out of the first Thor movie. I thought just stunning. I thought that was great. I'm so... you look like you're making fun of me. I can tell just by his mannerisms. He is. But listen, man. All the excess stuff... and we'll get to the Majors stuff, and I kind of want to talk about the Majors, the Jonathan Majors news, and the Kang Dynasty movie news in tune with this, because of what we saw from He Who Remains in this finale as well. Because the stuff we got, the information we got from He Who Remains does not seem to me like they plan on moving away from Kang. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Do you agree with me in that statement?
I mean, from what I see at the end, they would have reshot the end of that movie. I mean, the end of that, they would have made it.
That's what I thought.
They would have fixed him completely out of it, but they didn't. He's still there. You still have that temple at the end. I don't know if it's at the end of the time or beginning of time.
It's at the
where
end.
Those Kangs are sitting in that temple.
Oh, that one. I see.
They're just sitting there, like. You can't fix that. Like right now, you can't fix that without a major plot hole in the universe whatsoever. Whether maybe the Fortnite, shot him into oblivion like Fortnite did with what's his name?
Yeah, Jonesy.
It just comes down to they made their bed. They have to lie in it, and unless he comes up with actual charges where they're criminal. To me, it's an injustice if they're gonna do something just because there's a civil case.
Well, and it seems like it's not even. It seems like it's more. From what I've seen, it seems like it's beyond that at this point. It seems like what the decision they're making, and we'll get into this, guys. Right now, we're kind of discussing the Loki. We're discussing the Loki finale. And right now we're talking about Jonathan Majors, because the role that Jonathan Majors played in this finale, that whole scene, that whole dialogue between him and Loki, first of all, great dialogue. What great writing. It was awesome. It was so on point. It really painted, like, the He Who Remains we saw at the end of season 1 compared to that He Who Remains truly showed this guy knows what he's doing. He's just been fucking with these two because they don't know anything. They know nothing. He's just messing with them. Loki knows what's going on now, and he's straight up telling him, if I die and the loom is destroyed, everyone dies. My Kangs will destroy, my variants will destroy everything. But I'm still gonna die. But that loom is a failsafe. It always ends. I always restart everything. Reincarnation, baby. He said it. It's just an infinite loop. It's an Ouroboros. It's a snake eating its own tail. If you destroy that loom, it all ends. You are no longer, that is no longer there. I'm dead. That reincarnation doesn't happen. And you've got my variants out in the universe, in the multiverse, destroying everything. That loon stops that. And Loki straight up was like, I'll find them. And he can find them. He controls all of the timelines. He can see everything. He'll know where they're at. So Loki, in a sense, is kind of like Eternity from the comics, where Eternity kind of knows everything and can do anything and stuff like that. Loki, being the god of stories, he knows where everyone is at all times for all time. Like, he now knows everything. So him and then like crippling him at a point of keeping him in that chair. He can't really go anywhere. He's stuck there. So that's why I like what you said. I hopefully the other writers take what the Loki writers did and don't fucking shit all over it, because if they pull him,
the problem.
I know, exactly, and that's what I'm worried about, because they did what they were supposed to do. He's burdened with glorious purpose. That purpose, that glorious purpose that he's burdened with, is sitting in that chair for all eternity, watching over the timelines, making sure everything is fine. At the same time, he's going to find these Kangs and somehow, some way, tell everybody. I'm just worried the writing is going to get lazy, like a lot of Marvel writing has recently, and that means he's going to leave his fucking throne. He's going to leave the timelines, and he's going to go find everyone and be like, hey, go here, go here, go here. This is our team, do this. I don't want him to be Nick Fury. I want him to be Loki, the god of stories, there using his power to do what he does from there. He doesn't need to go everywhere. So that's kind of what I'm worried about.
I mean, he's going to have a piece of it, right? He's going to find a way to be able to help the heroes win the day in some way, shape, or form, whether it's through being a Force ghost or whatever the hell they're going to do. There's going to be a way he can get away from, his life tree to help them out. I don't think it's going to be a short cameo or like a little tiny scene within the plot line, but it's going to happen. My thing that bugged me was they have all the files on all the known Kangs, and the 616 Kang was dealt with.
Yeah.
And I'm a little upset about that, because I want to see what happened in the main timeline's Kang.
Oh, that was the 616 adjacent realm. That's the Kang from Ant-Man. That was the one they were talking about. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, that was the one they were talking about. So that's the way they kind of glossed over that. There's gonna be more, and Liam posted this in the chat earlier. I don't know if Liam's still here. I get what Liam was saying about how he's happy that they're going away from Kang, or that the rumor they're going away from Kang is a good thing. And we're kind of talking about both things. I don't think that he is. I don't think they're going away from it. And when we talk about Kang, in the 616, the Kang the Conqueror that we saw in Ant-Man, I think there's more Kang the Conquerors. There's an infinite version of him. I don't know what their plan is with that. I mean, obviously they acknowledged it, but when we talk about going away from Kang, we talked about it a little bit beforehand, Coach. I think it is a stupid idea, because you are now crippling your storytelling, especially after what Loki Season 2 just did, and what the Marvels just did. If you haven't seen you haven't seen the Marvels yet, so I'm not going to spoil it, but it's a fun movie. I think it's entertaining. It's definitely better than Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I think it's better than Thor Love and Thunder. It's a fun movie. Iman Vellani is the best part about it. It's just a fun, entertaining movie. Good, decent writing, etc. The end credit scene, again, not going to spoil it, sets up a movie in the future.
Deadpool.
That, I didn't say that. It sets up a movie in the future, and it doesn't necessarily, okay, I'll say this. It, in a sense, sets up Deadpool without really having anything to do with Deadpool. Because they talk about what's happening, and then, off kind of to the side, Deadpool has a connection to this. That's going to be the next big movie that they have said they want. When you've got Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars, They want Deadpool 3 to be that third biggest movie. It's the third most important, and that's from Kevin Feige's mouth. We want Deadpool 3 to be the third most important movie.
Be the number one important movie because it's bringing us Hugh Jackman as Wolverine into the main theory of the timeline. But I was watching today, Loki still set up Deadpool 3.
It did.
Because if Morbius is still chasing Deadpool and Wolverine through these universes, there are universes crashing on top of each other, which means he's trying to go get the best version of that person of that character throughout all of those crashing timelines.
Yep.
And that means Morbius is either trying to stop him or help him. At this point, we always thought, oh, he's just going to try to prune him, right? But now I think he might be there to try to help him. But Deadpool doesn't want his help.
Right. And there's very much a lot of things that Kang is going to play a part in. And if you're going to go away from Kang, and you said this earlier, if they're going to go away from Kang, they should have reshot that whole ending to Loki. That whole scenario with He Who Remains. Because that He Who Remains basically said, if you're going to do what you end up doing, which is what Loki ends up doing, you're going to, basically, you're not unleashing them to the world. That's going to happen when I die, and you can't stop that. That's a fixed point in time. But if you destroy that loom with your hands, with your own hands, you're changing something that is a failsafe, something that is part of the infinite loop. You change that, now they can destroy every timeline, because the loom kept the timeline safe from the Kangs. Me dying releases them. You destroy that loom, it doesn't protect the timelines anymore. Now the Kangs are free to attack the timelines. Which makes me kind of feel like Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania was post-Loki, but that end credit scene where the Kangs are all there still shows the timelines haven't been made into the tree that Loki turned the timelines into. So I don't think that was post-Loki. I think that was definitely post-Ant-Man. But, yeah, it's very interesting. And I think you and I are in agreement. I think Marvel going away from Kang is a bad idea because you're crippling your story. I think the rumors of what they were going to do, apparently they're wanting to move away from Kang and introduce Doom sooner. You're crippling yourself if you do that. You're already almost there, man. You don't have many movies left until Kang Dynasty. Do that, and then you've got Secret Wars the next year. That's when you introduce Doom. You're so close to getting this done and to introducing Doom. And then you've got all this, and Doom and Galactus, like there's so many things you're setting up. If you don't have Kang, I feel like I know what they're setting up with this writing, and I feel like if you get rid of Kang right now, I don't know what they're going to do. I think you're crippling yourself at that point. And the reason why the majors being done as Kang is a big talk here, guys, is today it was announced that Destin Daniel Cretton, who is the director of Shang-Chi, he is leaving the movie The Kang Dynasty. He's leaving Kang Dynasty. He's no longer directing that movie. And it's said because he wants to focus on Shang-Chi 2. I'm a little worried that he could be leaving because Marvel Studios has suckered themselves into all of the talk about what's going on with Kang and the fear and all this yada yada, and they're wanting to move away from Kang, and they want Destin Daniel Cretton to change his movie that he's already written, and he doesn't want to do that. So I think it's a bad idea. Destin Daniel Cretton, like you and I had talked about it prior, Coach, we didn't think that they were going to do it. And this makes me think a little bit more down the road that they're going to do this. That they are going to move away from Kang, and I think it's a bad idea.
The only way they move away from Kang is if Doom is introduced sooner. And Doom...
How do you do it?
Starts out as a hero, and then flips the script.
Right.
That's the only way you can do it, and do it seamlessly, where you have a big bad, comes in to help the good, but then figures out how to take out the other big bad so he can be even badder in the future.
Well, and I thought that's what they were going to do in Secret Wars. I thought Kang somehow was going to become a Beyonder Kang. Whichever bad Kang it is was going to somehow become... In the comics, there's in the comics of Secret Wars, there's Beyonder, there's Kang, or sorry, not Kang, Beyonder, Doctor Doom, and Galactus. I believe if you kill, or I believe if you take away kind of that Beyonder character, you turn Kang into the Beyonder somehow, some way. And I think it's you that 6161 getting sucked into that realm doesn't kill him. Somehow turns him into this all-powerful being of Kang. And he's in Secret Wars. Doom shows up in that movie, just like he does in the comics, helps defeat the Beyonder Kang, and no one knows who he is yet, because the Fantastic Four movie's coming out after Secret Wars, from as far as I know, unless that changes. And it's then revealed in that movie, Doctor Doom's been behind this whole fucking thing because he is a genius and he's one of the biggest villains in Marvel Comics. And not only has he been behind this, but he's got fucking Galactus helping him do this, a fucking planet eater celestial, and now how do you stop him? He's defeated Beyonder Kang. Galactus is helping him. What do you do now on Battleworld? You're not with Earth, and him and Galactus can just fucking leave whenever they want, and you can't get back. That's what happens basically in the comics, in a sense. You take away Kang and that whole idea. I don't know how you introduce Doom early, like what you were saying, with it making sense. You know, that's what I'm the most worried about.
It's a lot like the hey, they introduced World Between Worlds. Now Star Wars has an out to fix. You don't need to fix it.
Yeah,
just keep rolling.
Just keep rolling, man. Just keep rolling. And as we were talking, I got an alert on my phone from it's not a legitimate source, but it said that Javier Bardem is being eyed to play Galactus, which is amazing. Javier Bardem doing the voice would be phenomenal. Him doing the voice of Galactus would be super cool because he's got a crazy good voice. So nothing super big there. That's not being reported by anyone important. It was just something that came across my phone. I thought it was fun. Now, before we get to the trailers, speaking of Doctor Doom and the Fantastic Four stuff, I sent this to you guys. Coach and I disagree on this one. However, it has been reported via Variety, I believe, or Deadline, that Pedro Pascal has accepted Marvel's offer to be the new Reed Richards in the Fantastic Four. Coach, thoughts?
Just no. Hell no. Okay, so when it comes down to Marvel, these things tend to be a 10-year to 15-year run. Pascal's in his 50s.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to get a geriatric Elasto Man at the end of this run. It doesn't make sense. I love Pascal. He's great for Mando. I still think technically he's a little bit too long on the tooth for Mando.
God damn, he is 48 years old. That's crazy.
But when I say this knowing that, yes, Robert Downey Jr. was in his late 40s when they cast him as Iron Man, but at the same time, there's a different look. Adrian Pascal looks 10 years older than he actually is.
Yeah.
It's just his natural look. That's how he is. He looks 10 years older. You say he's 48, which is only a year older than I am, and I swear he looks 10 years older than I do.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. But when it comes down to casting, I don't understand why, if they're going to have such a timeline for these characters, for these events, you go a little bit younger and a little bit more into the wheelhouse of the character. And maybe I'm just biased because I don't want him screwing up my Star Wars timeline.
Oh, like him doing those and then not being around?
Yeah.
So, part of the reports, and then I'll give my thoughts here in just a second. Part of the reports were saying he's going to accept this role as long as it doesn't interfere with... It said something else. It wasn't Mando, but as long as it doesn't interfere with something, and then The Last of Us Season 2. I can't remember what the other one was. So I have part of a thought process where I was getting at with that, and then something else I wanted to bring up to you afterwards. My thought on it is I like it because he's a great actor. I understand completely where you're coming from age-wise and timeline-wise and what they're wanting to do, especially and Rihanna brought this up upstairs. She said, he's going to be the center of the first Marvel team ever created, moving into this new era of Marvel. And what do you... That's a lot for him, because he's already doing a lot. So now you're asking him to not only do that, but you're asking him to be Reed Richards, who not only is he going to be in his Fantastic Four movie and these Avengers movies, but he's going to need to be in a lot of these other movies as well, because he is so integral to these teams and these characters in what they do. He is the new Robert Downey Jr., basically. He's the new Iron Man. So you're asking Pedro Pascal to do this. That is a hell of a time commitment. So I completely agree with where you're coming from. I think he'd be a great Reed Richards. I don't mind the older aspect of it, just because from a lot of the rumors I'm hearing about what they want to do with the movie, having them be older isn't exactly that bad for me. He's 48.
Okay, he's 48. John Krasinski, who they had him shown in a Marvel movie, is 3 years younger than I am, so he's 45.
Mm-hmm.
Fits the character, looks younger, probably can carry the series longer. Just saying.
The other thing I read, this was not official, this is from a page that I follow on Twitter, that says they have sources, but they brought up, they said, hold on, they said, and may not be that far off because of what they said. They took his quote the quote that said he will play this role, or he will accept this role if it doesn't have that big of a time commitment, if it doesn't interject with his other things. He says, what if we've gotten this wrong? What if he's not playing Reed Richards? What if he's playing the villain? If Pedro is playing, maybe the villain's not Doctor Doom, but he's playing the villain of the Fantastic Four movie. However, I look at it as this. If he's playing Doctor Doom instead of Reed Richards, less of a time commitment. As Doctor Doom, you would do the Fantastic Four movie. You would do the Secret Wars movie. And then after that, you got nothing else on your plate. Maybe a couple of end credit scenes. Maybe a couple end credit scenes here and there. But what if he's not playing Reed Richards, Coach? What if he's playing Doctor Doom?
Too old.
I mean, Doctor Doom in the original movies was older than the other ones. And he is older than the team. He's been doing it longer. That's why he doesn't really like Reed. Because in the comics, Reed took the girl, got all the praise, did everything, but he's been doing the shit behind the scenes, and he ended up... Yeah. So, I read that and said, well, doing Doctor Doom wouldn't necessarily ruin his time commitment for other things. It wouldn't take him away from your Star Wars. He's got the look. I think he can play a villain pretty well. It'd be something different for him. And I think he could pull off a different version of Doctor Doom. Just saying. I don't hate that one. So, nothing crazy, nothing confirmed. The reports say he was close to signing the deal via deadline. There's things all over the place saying, yep, he did it, he got it. But pics of him from the 90s make him look a completely different person. Yeah, they do. And that's the thing. Like, if they're going to go older with the team, great. Then I hope everything works out great. But if he's playing Doctor Doom, also, like, there's things that you can do. Again, nothing confirmed. This is all just happenstance, like, but, you know, Yeah, right. Yeah, when you look up him young, you're like, wow, what happened to him? Yeah. No, he was
Oh, life kicked his ass.
Pedro Pascal in the '90s was crazy. Here, let me see if I can find a picture and then I can slide it up on the stream. Hold on. Pedro, in the '90s. Boop, boop, boop. Let's see. Oh my God, no way, dude. Oh well, Mickey Rourke too.
Mickey Rourke is gone.
Still though, Pedro Pascal in the '90s is completely different than what he is now. Like he has age. He still looks good for 48, but
he doesn't even look the same from Game of Thrones.
oh no, he's aged from Game of Thrones as well. But like it's crazy because you look at him in like Mando and Game of Thrones and stuff like that, and he's
gruff and old.
Yeah. Also, you guys are having a completely different side conversation in the chat, so my bad for getting confused. But yeah, no, like I said, wanted to talk about it. It's fucking blowing up all over social media right now, all over the entertainment, movie, Marvel news stuff. But yeah, no, it's interesting. Now, the trailers. What did you think of What If Season 2?
I'm more interested in season 2 than I was season 1. Just because you're getting into some chai tea, you're getting into some characters that you don't normally see. There's a lot of like little piffs and puffs of different characters. You're like, ooh, that guy. Ooh, that guy. And so there's a lot there that I'm hoping that they can play with, and we can see some different outlets for the 616 storyline or our main storyline. We'll see.
I'm excited to watch a breakdown video of the trailer because the end of that trailer when the Watcher was talking, did you see the person standing next to him?
Yeah.
Who the fuck was that?
I have no idea. It looked like a kid.
Who the fuck was standing next to the Watcher? I want to know who that was. And I don't think anyone's going to be able to tell because all you saw was the back of him. You couldn't see his face. But no, the one episode or the one shot that made me really go whoa was I'm excited for the episode where it's like what happened if Ego got his hands on Peter. And you see him using his powers and stuff and he just destroys shit. And the old the old Avengers, it's like the Avengers of the 90s, which my question there, that was Winter Soldier, Hank Pym's Ant-Man. Who was the chick? That wasn't Black Widow. It looked like she was wearing the Captain Marvel outfit. Was that the Supreme Intelligence from Captain Marvel? That's who I thought it was. The haircut made me think the lady that played the Supreme Intelligence, which at that point she wouldn't be the Supreme Intelligence. She would just be a Kree. It'd be Marvel. Yeah. So it was Captain Marvel. So that's I think what they're doing. But no, I thought that episode's going to be very interesting. I think what I'm most interested in, every single person or every single line that the Watcher said, especially after what we just got from Loki and everything, what this is going to be, what if season 2 could be crazy? And after watching that trailer, I was just like, before I went into it, I was like, oh, what if season 2? That's going to be fun. It's going to be more fun stuff. No, after watching this trailer, no, dude, this looks like it could have legitimate ties to the next upcoming the movies that are going to be coming up in 2024 and 2025. Like this.
Yeah, it's Marvel.
This is going to set up a lot of shit. It's Marvel.
Yeah.
Yep. Brie Larson's washed. If you haven't watched the Marvels yet, go watch it. She's actually much better in that than her other ones. They actually gave her substance.
T'Chaka too.
Yeah. And then King T'Chaka. Yeah, T'Challa's dad. What's a Marvel? Thank you, Ian. No, Brie Larson. She's not my favorite actress of all time. Like she's not my favorite actress at all. But she was much better in the Marvels. They actually gave her some substance, man. She was actually able to act a little bit. So my overall thoughts of What If Season 2, I'm very excited about it. After watching that trailer, Rhiannon and I both looked at each other and we were like, They're setting something up. You can tell by what the Watcher was saying. Like, and when it showed him in his little fucking kaleidoscope area, it's still broken and destroyed from when he fought Ultron.
So there's a point where Marvel, Black Panther, the old Black Panther, and Pym come out. You know, there's that fourth one, but there's a fourth one with a blue mask that looks like Hank Pym. And it doesn't look like it's the Wasp. It's
in the trailer.
In the trailer, it's 23 seconds into the trailer. There's a blue character with like a face mask that looks like Ant-Man.
You said 23 seconds in?
Yeah.
Who the hell is that? Yeah, it's an Ant-Man mask, but who is that? Because, yeah, that's Marvel. King T'Chaka, Ant-Man.
Yeah, the fourth one, I don't know who that is.
Because the shot when we see Hank Pym, Marvel, and the Winter Soldier in the ship, you don't see whoever that is.
And then you keep going, and you've got Helena coming out of whatever, and then you've got
Wanda,
Blue-Face Girl.
Yeah, I know there's going to be an episode where it's, I believe, Hela and Odin versus Wenwu and his wife or something like that.
Wait, you see that guy in about 40 seconds in where Nebula is looking through it and seeing the 5 Avengers. It's him. It's Carter.
Oh, that's Giant Man.
Old Stark. Yeah.
It's that's the guy in the blue mask. It's the guy from the second Ant-Man movie that Paul Rudd, that Scott Lang and him were talking about how big he got. He was the stepdad of Ghost. He's the original Giant Man. That's who that is. It's I can't remember the actor's name, but that's who that is. That's who that is. So small, big. They just got two different sizes. They got Giant Man and Ant-Man. Yeah, Wanda doing some shit.
Wanda.
Corgi. It looks like instead of gladiator fighting, it looks like they're doing gladiator racing, which is fun. That'll be a fun episode. Yeah, Marvel, Thor. Looks like Thor joins them for something. Yeah, there's Wenwu and his lady. All-powerful Nebula. Is that if Nebula gets the Infinity Gauntlet or something? Hulk with hair. Mama. Man, there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot going on. A lot of this, like, a lot of the first season, like, you could actually tell what was going on. I think the biggest part is Supreme Strange coming back, and what's going on with the Native American tribe? What is that?
And what about Odin fighting Shang-Chi and Shang-Chi's father and mom?
Yeah, that one, it's Wenwu and his wife, so Shang-Chi's dad and mom fighting Odin and Hela. But who are these Native Americans?
I don't know, because I really didn't dive deep into comic books when I was a kid, so all I know is what's in TV or movies. So
I did, and I've got no fucking clue what this is.
I guess it's like some type of Pocahontas, or maybe a mutant from past times that somebody went and got through time.
Because there's a shot right exactly at 1 minute and 44 seconds where the Native American lady is standing next to Captain Britain. What's her name?
But could it be Namor's mom?
Ooh,
was Namor's
maybe.
Anybody big?
Because she's opening portals, bro. At 1 minute 45 seconds, she's opening portals. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. She's opening like 26 portals above her head, and people are fucking falling through them. And then Killmonger. She's fighting Killmonger or something. Thanos is walking towards Captain Carter. It's Thanos walking towards Thanos is going after her.
The person next to the Watcher looks like a Stark.
What is happening?
It's a girl.
That's not Captain Carter, is it? She doesn't have the shield. Is it Captain Carter?
It's got to be Captain Carter because that's the only thing that makes sense. She doesn't have to have the shield at all times, but
yeah, I think that's Captain Carter. Interesting. Okay. And then Happy Hogan saving Christmas. That's going to be a fun episode. Yeah, I think it looks good. I was not excited for it. Not because I hated season 1. Season 1 is lower on my TV show list, my TV show rankings, because I thought, and it's one of those where it's like I have below some of the shows. Like, I have What If season 1 below Hawkeye, not because I don't like it more than Hawkeye. I enjoy it. I just ranked Hawkeye ahead of it because I think Hawkeye means a little bit more. I might change it now depending on season 2. Like if this is going to actually like be something like big, like if it's going to like be like a big deal, like originally they were advertising this show as just something fun, like just some fun What If series. It looks like they could be setting up some big shit, especially with this multiverse stuff. So that's kind of where I'm at.
What If should be what it is. Like, just some stories about, hey, what if this happened? Or what if this happened? I don't want it to be its own freaking timeline that I have to follow.
I agree.
Because the thing that bothered me about the first season was it was too much like the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe if they can get away from that aspect and they're using different characters that we haven't really seen as main good guy characters, changing it up. So
yep,
from that's what's interesting me. I hope they don't do What If with Star Wars because I don't want it.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
As cool as it will be, all it's going to do is bring those toxic bastards out.
Exactly, 100%.
See, it would be so much better.
Yeah, I agree. I think What If season 1 just took all of our favorite storylines from the movies and basically said, what if it was this? The new season is just all kinds of different shit. So it's basically like there's a couple in there that are what if like the main story changed. So like the one with Peter Quill actually getting taken by Ego. Like if what's his name actually dropped Ego off. If Yondu actually dropped him off on Ego. That's like probably the biggest story I think that they're taking. Like if the main story was this happened this way. I think everything else, though, like, are just fun side spin-offs in our random multiverse that exists now that doesn't need any explanation. We're just going to get a quick little 20-minute episode of what if Wenwu and his wife, Shang-Chi's parents, fought Odin and Hela with the rings? Like, what if that happened? How different would the world be if they killed Odin and Hela or if Odin and Hela killed them? Like, how different would everything be? If these little changes happen, not if these big main stories change, like not if Black Panther was Star-Lord instead of Peter Quill. Like, don't change our main storylines like that. Like, but taking the Watcher and taking someone like a Captain Carter, who we know exists in the multiverse because she was in the live action, she was in Doctor Strange 2, taking those two and then taking a Supreme Strange and doing... basically implementing them, they can see everything that's happening, what's happening outside, and then you end the season. How does that connect to all of the infinite multiverses that are now being explored and stuff because of Loki? So, very interesting. I think What If has opened a lot of doors to what Marvel could do. And I agree with you. I don't want a What If Star Wars series. It's just going to bring out all the shitty Star Wars fans. Like, what's
enough of them.
What's the main one? If fucking Luke redeemed Darth Vader and Darth Vader survived. Like, actually, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I don't think that would bring out toxic people. I think the toxic people would come out. What if Luke never ran away? See how much better than what it does with The Last Jedi? Yeah, that would make that would bring them out.
Or, what if Anakin didn't get beat by Obi-Wan and it was like a stalemate and they both went their separate ways, where you had Anakin without the suit as Vader, and how he would have probably eventually taken over for Sidious.
Yeah. Like the fun Star Wars what ifs that I always think would be kind of fun, and it wouldn't really bring out the toxic fan base because it would be so drastically different. Like, what if Anakin died on Mustafar that day? What happened if he died and and Palpatine didn't have Vader? Like, how different would Star Wars be if there was no Anakin? If he died on Mustafar and Palpatine didn't have him, what would have happened? Like, I think that's a fun one that wouldn't bring them out because I think it's just a crazy thing that people haven't talked about.
You brought it up. My theory is that he would have died quickly.
I agree.
Anakin is the balance.
Mm-hmm.
And you take
he would not have survived.
Not survived.
Because, well, without Anakin, all Yoda and Obi-Wan need to do is that they could get to him easily.
And what would happen is, when Vader dies after being redeemed, he becomes the balance, like you saw in Ahsoka. So,
yep.
There was a reason for it.
Yeah, so I agree. I don't think we definitely don't need a Star Wars what if. I don't want it, but if they didn't do the I think taking what if from it would just bring out the toxic fan base. Like, I unfollowed a certain, and I know you already had done that, but I unfollowed a certain someone on Instagram officially yesterday because I saw that he was doing a sit-down discussion podcast with a Star Wars content creator in general that is racist and sexist and a major piece of shit. And I was like, all right, he hadn't done anything with those guys in a long time, and I thought he didn't do anything with them because of the way they fucking behaved. But then I saw him doing stuff with them again, and I was like, okay, I'm done. I was like, you shouldn't be. No one his size should ever give a platform to people that are sexist and racist. I'm sorry. No one ever with a platform that size should ever give people that are bigots and hateful a platform. And he did it, and it pisses me off. As soon as I saw that, I was done. I was like, I can't do this. So you probably, I'll talk to you after stream. I'll tell you who it was. Because it made me mad, dude. It made me
honestly
mad.
I probably don't even know because I block all those bullshit people that act a certain way with racism or sexism.
You know what? I'll fucking say it. It was Ryan Cannell. Do you remember Ryan? Do you know Ryan Cannell, the fucking skinny spit fuck with the beard? Yeah, he's a shithead.
I blocked this shit for.
Yeah, they're all shitheads. They're racist. They're sexist. They're bigots. I can't stand them. So as soon as I saw Theory giving him a platform, I was done.
And I always gave Theory the benefit of the doubt, even though he had shitty takes and was a little bitch.
Yeah.
But once you start, giving those people platforms, giving those people a fucking voice to however many followers you have, knowing that they've said racist shit and done racist shit and been misogynist, outwardly on their stuff, and they don't apologize for it. They just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck him. Fuck those guys. I'm going to continue to enjoy Star Wars. I don't have to like every minute of it, but I still get it. So,
and I'm going to make this very clear before any of this gets fucking snagged by someone who sees this video at some point. We're not saying that Star Wars Theory is racist, misogynistic. We're not saying Star Wars Theory is. Star Wars Theory is in the wrong because he gave his platform to... He allowed his platform to bring on people that are racist and misogynistic. And if you'd like, I can find the fucking videos where they've said that stuff, and I can send it to you.
Your only opinions.
It just our opinions. I just did not like that someone of his size and magnitude on a platform like YouTube, especially someone who claims to want to bring Star Wars fans together, did something like that. I just thought that was kind of bullshit. But I digress. That's Star Wars. We're talking Marvel. And we're talking what I think we need to talk about now before we end stream, the Ghostbusters 2, the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire trailer. Coach, thoughts? I'll let you start it off. All right.
So, I mean, we're not getting a lot of background in what's going on other than this is the whole death of whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the best thing about Ghostbusters is they're not taking it from lore or anything like that. They're making their shit up.
Yeah.
So basically, some demon of ice and death is coming to take over New York. So
Yep.
you got all the cast of characters back. You got the old school back. You got the new school. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, there's not much to jump around about. Oh, I don't like this. I like this. Whatever. Hey, the big bad looks like he's gonna be a pretty cool dude.
The big bad looks scary, dude. Not the movie, the big bad.
But that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be scary, light. Like Afterlife was the heartfelt. Let's get this franchise going again. Pay homage to a great actor, a great writer. He did that. Now let's get back into. There are more evil forces coming into this world. Let's try to knock them out.
Yep.
So, I hope it's a nice balance between the new and the old. I hope it's just not a end of thing cameo like it was with Afterlife. But I'll love it either way because it's Ghostbusters. It's Paul Rudd. It's
the original cast. Yep.
I mean, new writers, new director, but it's still going through the Ghost Corps. It's still going through the family that produced and developed Ghostbusters in the first place. So, I mean, I don't think Aykroyd and all those guys would have signed on if it would have sucked. So, looking forward to it. We have to wait too long for it, though.
Exactly. Like you said, there's not a whole lot to really, not really a whole lot to. Dink, we'll probably have to end because I got something I got to do before we play Fortnite. So we'll probably end and then we'll probably just play some Fortnite off stream. Because I don't want to have to update the thumbnail and stuff again. But I think what I'm excited about is it just, like you said, it just looks like a fun Ghostbusters movie. Just looks like a fun Ghostbusters movie. The big bad looks scary, which I'm happy about. That's what it needs to be. Because the big bad in the original didn't necessarily look scary, but she was fucking scary. And like that's what it needs to be. It needs to have that kind of that feel. Love the young cast, love Paul Rudd, love the original cast. The writing's great, like you said. Not a whole lot to talk about. But I do think my favorite part in that trailer was the end when you saw the big bad, you saw the shot of that big bad, and Paul Rudd just goes, because it was funny because when I'm watching that scene, when I see the big bad, the ghost, I did the exact same thing, and then just to hear Paul Rudd do it really made me laugh because I made that same exact noise that he did, and it was just pretty. I just thought it was pretty funny.
I made a sound when I saw the big bad putting his horns on his head from whatever he was ripped them out of.
Yeah, that scene was like
that was like fucking phenomenal, and I was like, and then Paul Rudd's laughing about it. I'm like, all right, they got it down. Paul's gonna hold down the comedy.
Yep. Paul's gonna get you that new style of comedy you tried to do with the female remake, and then you've got the OG cast that'll give you that original humor.
Yeah, I mean that's what makes the original Ghostbusters so good. Mm-hmm. That's why maybe the girl Ghostbusters movie didn't hit as well because it was all comedy, not much serious.
They tried too much.
I will still tell you, I still love that movie because Kate McKinnon is fucking perfect.
Kate McKinnon's hilarious. The movie just didn't resonate with me because I felt like that movie tried way too hard. I laughed at a lot. I laughed at a lot of the stuff that happened in that movie, but I just wanted a good Ghostbusters movie. I was also not really a fan of how they brought the original actors back, and then they weren't their characters. So that's why I was kind of like, if you're gonna bring them back, let them be their characters. I get what you're trying to do. It was funny at parts. I just thought it tried way too hard, but I get what you're saying. But the one that came out a couple years ago, the most recent one, was very good. It hit me in the feels. It was a great movie. It was a fun movie. I know there's not a lot of Ghostbusters freaks out there, but Ghostbusters is really near and dear to my heart. It's really near and dear to Coach's heart. We love Ghostbusters, so I felt like we definitely needed to talk about it. But that trailer, again, didn't show us a whole lot. It gave us the Siren. It gave us Ecto 1, which is on my Christmas list. The Lego set for Ecto 1, I want it. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I thought it was entertaining. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see it. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, folks.
Hey.
Little Stay Puffs.
Yeah, this is with the Egon Spengler pack from Hasbro when you bought the very expensive back.
I agree. I agree, Crazed. What's going on, Crazed? Thanks for popping in, man. I agree. I love being able to watch that. We watch that movie every year. But yeah, so yeah, I'm excited, man. Ooh. It was so cool to go to New York and actually see the Ghostbusters building. Like, that was fun to see. I got to see the fireplace. That
was it under construction?
No, but it was still an acting firehouse.
It is an acting
fire station. So they were busy doing stuff in there. But they sell like t-shirts and stuff too, which is really cool. But they were pretty cool with you taking pictures and stuff outside. So that was really fun.
Yeah, and their logo is the Ghostbusters logo with fire stuff on it, and it's painted on the sidewalk in front. It's really cool.
It was really
first time I went to see it was actually with Lady Coach. Within the first month we were dating, we went out for a weekend, and I said, "Hey, we're near the Ghostbuster station. Let's go." Walked up. It was they were redoing the entire thing. I didn't even get to see it. Like, it was set down. Like, son of a bitch. So the year I proposed to Lady Coach, we went again. I went down and I was there talking to the firemen and everything like that. So I redeemed it a couple years later.
Nice. Yeah, it was cool. Dink posted something in gaming. Was making a post to everybody saying that we're gonna play Fortnite after podcast. But yeah, no. Do you anything else you want to talk about? There's not really much. This was actually a week of news. The SAG-AFTRA strike is finally over, so they're actually finally able to make announcements about things. So,
and they're actually about to promote all the stuff that's coming out about Ahsoka now from the actors and actresses, behind the scenes stuff. It's freaking awesome. Like, every time I open cool. up either X or Facebook, seeing more stuff. You know, the fake backlash about whatever her name is, riding the speeder, smoking a cigarette. Like, they're trying to cancel her, and I'm like, you people are bitches. It's people on set, between takes, having fun, goofing off.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know.
Yeah. I love how the whole show had been out, and I can't remember his name, but the actor that plays Ezra made the post. He goes, "Yes, the rumors are true. I am playing Ezra Bridger." It's like the whole show is already out. That was pretty fun. But does anyone here play Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed? I've been playing a bunch of it since it came out on Steam. Coach plays that.
I haven't played it a lot lately, but yes, I do play it.
Crazed, you need to join the Discord, brother.
If I had more people to play with me and get the damn game, I would play it more on stream when I stream, because as much as I love playing the game and I love playing Fortnite and all this stuff, playing by myself is boring.
I don't blame you.
Oh, and I don't know if I announced this last week, but I am approved on my Snow Trooper costume in the 501st.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah,
a week and a half ago. I didn't know if I did or not in this podcast. I did it in my stream, maybe, but I'm very thrilled. I got 2 in, working on the tanker still. I'm really close on that. Need to get a belt and paint a little bit more, but
hell yeah.
Hopefully in the first couple of months of 2024, we're going to get my tanker approved. Then I can start working on my Stormtrooper, my old Rex, and the 4 helmets that I have sitting on my workbench.
Hell yeah. Crazed. Join the Discord. You can always join the Discord right in the gaming channel if you're interested in ever playing games with any of us. You can play Fortnite, Valorant, Coach. You can play Ghostbusters with Coach. Like, if you're interested in ever gaming with us in the gaming channel, you can be like, hey, anyone down to play X, Y, and Z? If we're available and we want to play, we'll play. Join the Discord if you're not already in there, my man, and feel free. Oh, you're in there already? Okay. I'm not sure who's all in here because there's so many people. So I was just curious. If you're not already in there, I was going to say. But yeah, Coach, if he's available, we'll play Ghostbusters with you. I will play Fortnite. If any game I have, if I'm available, I'll play. And then Dink has been playing a lot of Valorant. Dink's been doing Fortnite and Valorant with people. I wish Dink would play Valorant on stream because I think that'd be really funny to watch. But yeah. So, anything from you, Coach? Any streams coming up? Anything coming up that you know of here soon?
I would say I would like to say that I would be streaming this week, but we'll see.
Still
if I
up in the
stream,
air.
it'll probably be Friday nights.
Okay.
Because that seems to be the easiest for me.
Cool.
Check out Discord. Check out my socials, Coach_Vader on most things. Check out my TikTok because it's awesome.
TikTok,
Coach_Vader.
Coach_Vader on TikTok. Guys, I will be streaming tomorrow. The event in the Discord says 10. I'm gonna try and stream by 10. I gotta wait a little bit in the morning. If the grass is a little too wet, I'm gonna try and wait till it dries up a little bit to mow. So my stream time is scheduled for 10. Might not be till 11-ish. We'll see. Playing with Christian. Coach is unable to play tomorrow, so as for now, I have 2 spots open. So we will be playing.
Be a new map.
Should be a new map. We will be playing Fortnite tomorrow. Maybe, depending on time frame, might do some more Lego building. I am currently building the Infinity Saga Mjolnir. I'm building Thor's hammer on stream.
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir. On stream last night, we got this far. We got about 37 pages into the PDF instruction.
Imagine that you got the shaft done.
I got the shaft done. 37 pages completed out of, I believe it's at 170. So, got a ways to go. So, we will get that way shortly. But we will be doing that tomorrow and maybe doing this tomorrow. We'll see how gaming goes. But Fortnite tomorrow, maybe some Lego building. And no stream from me Friday night. No stream from me Saturday or Sunday because I work this weekend. So I'm going to be too busy crying at Target all day long. Delicious. So, if you guys have not already, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And we will see you guys whenever we stream. That notification bell. Whenever we decide to go live on YouTube. Every Wednesday we will have the Spoons cast.
Oh, are we doing it next week?
Good question.
Thanksgiving Eve, bro.
I'm not going to be able to. I work 12 to 8:30.
Okay, well, we'll talk about it. Maybe
we can probably game, depending on how busy you guys are. We can probably game when I get home, but because we're closed on Thursday, I have to work 12 to 8:30 Wednesday night, so it's going to be fucking busy. So I may be I might fucking fall on my bed and go to sleep when I come home. But
like
great stream. Maybe. Thank you guys all so much for hanging out. It was amazing. Love talking about all of this with you guys. But again, make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe, notification bell so you guys are always notified when we go live. Always talking about all the things that you guys want to talk about. And you can check our streams out. I am on Kick at That One Nerd Revan. And YouTube, That One Nerd Revan, but I stream on the Spoons YouTube. Coach is Kick, Coach Vader. Follow him on TikTok.
Coach Vader, Coach_Vader. You'll find me.
You'll find him. He's out there.
Like one of 3 Coach Vaders, and I'm the only one that's actually relevant.
We love you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out. You guys can check out Dink on Twitch. He wasn't with us tonight. He's going to play some games with us, so make sure you guys are in the Discord. You can catch out Dink on Twitch. He is streaming this weekend, so check him out as well. Get in that Discord if you guys are not there yet. Love you guys, and have a great night. And I will see you guys tomorrow for stream. Bye-bye.